My name is Johansson. My in-game alias is Fifflaren, and I currently play for Team NiP.
Since you've been a game leader for so long, you know what to look at in other teams, you know what works within the team, and you know what you can do with your teammates. Well, let's say you have a new in-game leader, he has never called before in his entire life, you know, and he's like, hey, this is easy, you know, A split, B split, you know, it's fine, you know, yeah. It's a lot more than just calling a strat. I think that this is one thing where people don't really understand, and this is the reason why, for example, I know this has been in talks a lot, that the in-game leader most of the times will be fragging less in terms of, you know, the other players in his team. I'd say it's hard to be an in-game leader. I think that there's only a certain kind of people that actually can be a really good in-game leader, because you have to keep in mind you are running your team and you're also trying to outsmart the other team, which takes a lot on you, and then at the same time you have to flash smoke and try and kill someone. You know, Freiburg from Source, he only played rifle. I don't think he ever offed a single time in Source. And then you have Forrest, who used to opt, if I'm not mistaken, back in 1.6. And then Get Right and Exist, who also never really opt. So then, you know, it was safe to say that, you know, then I might as well take it because I'm the in-game anyway and I can lead the team. And if we need an off, I can just pick it up as well. And then what happened was when Exist took over the in-game role, I became the full-time offer, which, you know, for offers, that's really good right now. Say Guardian, for example, or Markelov or whatever. They've been offering for, you know, probably their entire career. As for myself, you know, I never really used to op, and then I get thrown in and I get to play the op against the best people in the world. So it's actually quite hard, but that's kind of the role that was given. So because obviously we spoke about it and we thought that was the best fit for the team.
Fifflaren's been my teammate for 2 years soon, and he's one of the best teammates I ever had. He does shitloads of work for us in the team. He makes me look like a better player and like the rest of the team as well. He's my teammate and he's my older brother, you can say.
Yeah, we have our superstars, but what you want to do as a player that's behind the superstars is you want to make life easier for them, right? So what happens is, I will, for example, let's say I will flash out Forrest and Freiburg out long, and I will also smoke for them. By the time I get out, Freiburg and Forrest, if I have done a good job flashing and smoking for them, they will probably have killed them before I even get a chance to get out there, right? And by the time I'm up on A, four of the opponents are dead, and then I'm sitting there. I was like, yeah, okay, cool, we won the round. But then when things don't work out as planned, like you said, when I'm left alone, for example, that's when, you know, the round hasn't really gone the way it should, because, you know, we flash out, let's say Forrest and Freiburg dies, Get Right's on the other side of the map and he dies from something as well, and then it's me and Exist, for example, and let's say Exist dies as well and I'm stuck there, and that's pretty much the reason why I'm left alone, is because the round before I was left alone, it didn't work out the way that was planned.
Att spela för NiP innebär att man spelar för ett av världens bästa lag. Ta fotboll till exempel, vi kan jämföra med Barcelona. Det är samma sak fast i Counter-Strike-världen. Vår första lagförlust var mot ett ryskt-ukrainskt lag. Vi ska slå dem. Men de matchade upp med oss väldigt bra. Fram till den matchen så hade vi vunnit 87 matcher i rad på LAN. Alla torskade match, vare sig om det vore Barcelona eller oss eller vilket annat lag som är bäst i världen på det de gör. De kommer alltid förlora någonting.
I don't really think we had a sense where, you know, oh, you know, because we won so much, we're gonna win this time anyway. But I think we had the sense where, you know, I'm pretty sure if you go back to and you watch the latest tournaments that we had when we won, when we had this streak, like no one was really happy, you know. It was like, oh, you know, yeah, we won, you know. It was not really, you know, yeah, sure, we won and we were happy in a sense, but it wasn't like, for example, we won Copenhagen Games, for example, this time. like everyone was, you know, super happy because we hadn't won in a while, and you know, we actually worked hard to get there. Whereas before, when we had this streak, we just felt that, you know, people just needed time to catch up. Basically, like we knew that we were far ahead of everyone else, and we knew that, for example, Titan would be one of those teams where they will come back because they are a really good team. But back then, you know, it's not like we thought like, you know, we're gonna win this anyway, but it was like on to the point where since we were so far ahead, we, in our minds, we knew like even though let's say we're not gonna practice, we will probably win anyway because we were so, you know, far ahead. And then this one thing happened at Star Ladder, and I think that's where, you know, everything changed for us in a way. And even though, like you said, it might be a bad thing to end up second every single time, for us it's actually not a bad thing, because for us that just proves to ourselves that we are still, again, the most consistent team in the world, and we are still one of the best teams in the world, if not the best team, since clearly, you know, every other person that wins a major, they end up, you know, falling short in the next tournament or whatever. So we are still, you know, one of the best teams. And that's for us. It just shows that, you know, we still have what it takes to be the best team in the world, or at least are a really good contender to being the best team in the world. And then, you know, for us, we don't feel the need that we need to change a player. We just need to find a more suitable playstyle, or, you know, something that will work better for us when we enter the next tournament. I think that I did my best tournament at EMS during NiP. Like I think that because I was in game during EMS as well, and I feel like up until the final, I made every single call straight. I made every single call right. Look at Dintas, for example. You know, that game looked to be very easy. People didn't really know what was going on, and you know, it's just that we had such a good idea on how they would be playing and how we would be playing, as well as, you know, I was playing well as well. So. Just removing the finals, let's say EMS. I also feel like previous Star Ladder had a good tournament, even though stats don't show it. I think I had a few key moments that actually made us win, especially versus Titan, that people seem to forget, right? Like when you win and you do something good, people will remember it for 2 days, and if you lose and you do something bad, people will remember it for a decade, right? So.
That a team could potentially pick up 2 major titles.
Oh, but Fifflaren, are you joking? He's gonna pick up a triple kill, goes for the USP, not gonna get the quad, but they do it! Fnatic, they have no money left. NiP take the round, and that's gonna be 13-13. And here it comes, 2 on 5, JW and Flusher. There is nothing they can do any longer. NiP have won Gamescom 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, 16-13. It finally happens.
After nearly a year, 2 second place finishes. NiP finally claimed the title. They are the champions. Gamescom 2014. And we have our champions, the best team in the world, Ninjas in Pyjamas.
NiP is awesome. Like I've known the people. I know Nicholas, one of the guys running NiP for a very long time. He's always been like a close friend of mine, as well as Freiberg. I've known him for a very long time as well, and then I got to know these guys as well, and you know, they're all great. I can't really say anything bad about them. There's really nothing to say. So NiP, yeah, it's friendship, it's family.
FX shows waiting. Timing is everything. He's going to be jumping down. Does make some noise, but not enough. Oh, are you kidding? Then the Formatis out.